Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the channel. I hope your day and your week have been going very well so far. We got a new day, which of course means a new NBA player prop video to share with you guys. But first, as always, people, please make sure to go ahead and hit the subscribe button, hit that like button, and drop a comment down below. It helps the channel grow, and it really does mean a ton to us. All right, guys, with a new day comes some new opportunities to go ahead and make some money. And we've got a great opportunity in front of us today. Today starts day one of our November NBA Player Prop Ladder Challenge. If you guys are new here, welcome. Every single month here throughout the NBA season, I go ahead and start the new month off with an NBA Player Prop Ladder Challenge. You don't know what a ladder challenge is, it's pretty simple, honestly. You start with one parlay. If you hit that parlay, you go to the next day, taking the profits from that original win and putting them into the next day's parlay, and you keep climbing that ladder win after win until you reach your goal. If you lose a parlay, you fall off the ladder, the challenge is done. Now, some people do crazy goals like I want to get to $50,000. My goal is 7 days. Can we make it from today, Wednesday, November 5th, to next Wednesday, November 12th, and hit consecutively parlays all of those days? That's the goal. That's the challenge for our November Ladder Challenge. I do want to offer a quick apology. Obviously, this was supposed to start on the first of the month on Saturday, but I have been very sick the last couple of days. I'm starting to feel a little bit better. I'm not 100% yet, but good enough at least to go ahead and record. So, welcome, guys. Welcome back to the show. Welcome back to the channel. Very quickly, before we go ahead and dive into our Day 1 Ladder Challenge NBA Parlay, let's go over the rules real quick for the ladder challenge for the month of November. Not so much as rules, but just kind of letting you know what my standards are for my parlays throughout this ladder challenge will be. First and foremost, the parlays must be at least plus 150 odds. Today's parlay is actually the big boy. It's plus 400, okay? Usually don't go that big to kick off a ladder challenge, but I really like the legs. Willing to go ahead and take the chance there. Number 2, the parlay must be at least 3 legs. Listen, we're trying to make some money here. Doing 2-leg parlays for minus 100. Not going to get us very far. So it has to be 3 legs. Have to be at least plus 150. We are starting with 1 unit in today's video. So today's parlay, we're going to put 1 unit on it. And then after today's parlay, okay, if we win, we're going to take that initial unit, put it back in our pocket. Why do you do that, you may ask? Because that way we're playing with house money. Whether the ladder challenge loses or we complete it, we get that initial unit back in our pocket and you don't actually lose any money on the parlay. It's a financially smart thing to do. So for example, today's parlay, if we hit it, we will profit 4 units. You're going to take that initial unit back in your pocket and we're going to use the 4 units that we win and use that towards tomorrow's parlay. That way you break even and you're playing with house money. And this is new this year, but it's the final rule. For every parlay we hit, one lucky commenter who comments ladder down below in the comment section will win a free $20 Amazon gift card. So if we win 7 days in a row, we're going to hand out 7 Amazon gift cards. And I actually think I'm going to up them. Every day we up it, we'll go from 20 to 25 to 30 to 35. Each day, we will increase the amount we're giving out in the gift card. So that's every day for this ladder challenge. Comment ladder down below. If the parlay hits, we'll give out a free Amazon gift card to one lucky commenter. And yeah, I think that about covers everything. We're over 3 minutes into this video already. I know you guys want to get to the pick, so let's go ahead and dive into our Day 1 November Ladder Challenge. Again, don't forget to comment ladder down below in the comment section. Hit the like button and hit the subscribe button. All right, guys, 3-leg parlay plus 400 odds. I am using DraftKings for today's parlay. The first leg of our 3-leg parlay comes from the Sixers-Cavs game, 7 p.m. tip-off. I'm going with the rookie VJ Edgecombe of the Philadelphia 76ers under 17.5 points, which I'm grabbing for minus 112 over on DraftKings. Now, me personally, I think it's a pretty good spot to go ahead and fade the rookie VJ Edgecombe. From a starting point, I should say, the numbers actually are pretty good. He's played 7 games already this year for the Sixers. And although he's been pretty solid in terms of this line of 17.5 points, he's cashed the under in 5 of 7 games, averaging 19.14 points per game this year. Now, you have seen a couple games this year where he's exploded versus Boston, versus Orlando. A couple of really big games for the rookie. But again, more often than not, he's hitting this particular line, the under at 17.5, including last night versus the Bulls. So it's second night of a back-to-back. He had 12 points last night in a 2-point loss against Chicago. They get Jared McCain back, who is on a minutes restriction, but obviously that will take some minutes away from VJ Edgecombe. And even if he doesn't, he played almost 38 minutes last night against Chicago. Second night of a back-to-back. I don't really see him having the best of nights. He took 12 shots last night, shot 4 for 12, so a bad shooting performance against the Bulls defense that's not that great. And if we look at it from a matchup perspective, it's kind of a tough spot here for the rookie. Cleveland, you see the last 7 games. We go ahead and zoom in here versus shooting guards. Edgecombe lines up as a shooting guard, as you can see from the projected starting lineup here. Cleveland, 12th best defense in the NBA in terms of points allowed to the shooting guard position over the last 7 games. So pretty much the entire year up to this point. 11th in 3-pointers allowed. So they're not the best defensive team in the NBA, but they are in the top half of the league. This being a solid defensive matchup, the second night of a back-to-back. He's been cashing the under pretty consistently. You're getting this for minus 112. Honestly, this is really good value. He plays a lot of minutes, and honestly, despite playing almost 38 minutes per game, he doesn't take as many shots as you would think. He's taken 12 shots or fewer in each of the last 4 games. A lot of mouths to feed. Now that Jared McCain comes back as well. He's had a couple really big ones, but again, and he hovers around this line. I think taking the defensive matchup into consideration, taking the fact it's the second night of a back-to-back, I think it's a really good spot to go ahead and fade him here. The last time he played the second night of a back-to-back here was back on October 28th. And again, we can actually go ahead and put a filter here on Outlier to show us. He's only played 1 game this year on the second night of back-to-back versus Washington back on October 28th. And he did cash the under in that game. Again, very good defensive matchup there versus Washington as well. In terms of their defense, not very good. Edgecombe should have had a big game. He still played a lot of minutes. He played 40 minutes, but he shot 4 for 12. So that's the only data in his NBA career we have, him playing on the second night of a back-to-back. But considering he's playing so many minutes, I just don't think he's going to have the best of efforts here against Cleveland. Again, he could score 17 points. That still cashes the under for us in this spot. So that's the first leg of our 3-leg parlay. And don't worry, guys, if you miss any of the plays, the final plays will be down below in the pinned comment as well as in the description, so you guys can go ahead and follow along. All right, guys, the second leg of our 3-leg parlay, we're moving on to the Jazz-Pistons game, 7 p.m. tip-off. I'm going with Isaiah Stewart here of the Detroit Pistons under 22.5 points, which I'm grabbing for minus 121 over on DraftKings. Again, this is pretty good as a straight bet. Throwing into the parlay adds a ton of value. Let's go ahead and start first and foremost with the defensive value in this game. Now, Isaiah Stewart obviously starting in place of Tobias Harris, who was injured in this game. So Isaiah Stewart getting the start at the power forward position here. Utah versus power forward so far this year have been very dominant defensively. 4th best defense in terms of points allowed per game, and 2nd best defense in terms of rebounds allowed per game to the power forward position. And even if Isaiah Stewart logs some into the center spot, which he can do from time to time, they still rank pretty good there. 14th in points allowed, 8th in rebounds allowed. So we've got the defensive matchup on our side here. Now jumping back over to Outlier, and you see so far this year, he's cashed the under in 5 of 7 games. Now, to be fair, he typically comes off the bench. With Tobias Harris being out, he's going to start in this spot. In his last game out versus the Memphis Grizzlies, he had a massive game, 26 points and 14 rebounds in that spot. To be fair, though, Memphis defensively versus power forwards, much different ranking defensively than the Utah Jazz. The Grizzlies, I believe, are 14th in points allowed to power forwards. They're bottom half of the league in rebounds allowed to power forwards, where Utah is top 5 in both of those categories. He saw a massive uptick in minutes, honestly, and that's going to be consistently the case here again with Harris out again. And he took a lot of shots. He had 20 rebound chances. He had 18 shots in that game. Will we see similar output? It remains to be seen. The thing is, that game was a bit of an aberration. Now, you do see here, again, he had 26 points and 14 rebounds, massive game. But if you look at the last 10 games without Tobias Harris in the lineup here, going back to last season, you see he's cashed the under in 6 of those 8 games. So it's a small sample size. We don't have a ton to go off of in terms of games that Isaiah Stewart plays where Tobias Harris does not play. But he's only cashed the over in 2 of those games. And although he does get, see the last few games out, a few more minutes there, some more shots, that game, a clear outlier. Shout out to Outlier, by the way. No other game have we seen him shoot more than 11 shots. And, you know, the rebound chance is obviously very, very high. I just think that game was a circumstance of the matchup and whatnot. This is not a very good matchup for him here. Despite the fact he's going to play more minutes and get more opportunities, more touches, I just don't see the same output here for Isaiah Stewart. It's not like this guy was playing like 10 minutes a game. He's averaging 24 minutes per game this year. So even when he's coming off the bench, he still played a healthy amount of minutes, and he didn't really cash these lines. So I think the under is a good play here. He consistently cashed the under. He cashed the under at a 96% hit rate last season. So far this year at a 71% hit rate. Good defensive matchup. Looks like a really good spot to me to fade Isaiah Stewart. Now, really quickly, guys, before we finish off with the third and final leg in today's parlay, I want to talk to you guys about the sponsor of today's video, ourselves, Sky Boston Sport, because I want to talk to you guys about our NBA dashboards. Now, if you've seen a couple times in this video, we'll go ahead and switch over to the screen here. I have been kind of going back and forth between Outlier as well as our own NBA dashboard. Now, I've been focusing on showing you guys just the defense versus position numbers, but if I scroll out here, zoom out, There's so much more data, so much more information that this dashboard provides. We have the injury reports, we have the team trends, we have so much stuff. You see pace of play, things of that nature. There's a lot, and Ev is constantly upgrading, adding more information and more stuff to these dashboards. The best part is there's no lengthy thing, there's no big cost money investment to be a part of this. All you have to do is become a member, and our membership tiers are very affordable. We don't charge for picks here at all. Picks are 100% free here at Guy Boston Sports, but we do offer a membership opportunity to get access to our dashboards. If you just want the NBA dashboard, like I just showed you guys, it's $7.99 per month. Just the NFL dashboard, $6.99 per month. If you want access to both dashboards, they are $10.99 per month. The NFL dashboard's updated, obviously, for all the weekly games. The NBA dashboard updated daily. And again, we cover every game in the NBA slate here, giving you tons of insight into the analysis here. We give you, obviously, the shot maps, okay? A lot of great information in these dashboards. And again, it's pretty affordable considering the numbers you're going to get. It consolidates a lot of information that you have to jump across multiple websites to find, all in one easy, convenient, honestly, really good looking place. So make sure to go ahead and check that out. Link down below in the description. And of course, shout out to Ev for coming up with these, because he does a lot of hard work into making these the way they are, adding new things, taking people's suggestions into consideration. So go ahead and check it out. Become a member of Guy Boston Sports today. All right, guys, third and final leg of our parlay for our day one ladder challenge. Moving on to the later slate here, 10 p.m. tip-off here. I'm going Domantas Sabonis of the Sacramento Kings over 10.5 rebounds. This is the only real big alternate line of the parlay. It's minus 224 over on DraftKings. But the data is absolutely phenomenal. First and foremost, he's cashed this in all 6 games so far this season. He's averaging 14.17 rebounds per game on the year. Scroll down below here to the rebound opportunities. He's averaging 25.7 rebound chances per game this season. So really phenomenal numbers across the board here for Sabonis. From a head-to-head perspective, he's cashed in each of his last 3 matchups versus Golden State. Granted, those are from last season, but he has cashed in each of the last 3 matchups versus the Warriors, averaging 15 rebounds per game across those 3 games against Golden State last season. I mean, overall last year, he cashed in an 83% hit rate overall in 2024, averaging 13.87 rebounds per game last year. So really good consistent numbers. Last 20 games, he's cashed in each 18 of his last 20, averaging 13.35 rebounds per game. And again, referring back to that dashboard here for Guy Boston Sports, Golden State last 7 games versus centers here, 22nd in rebounds allowed. So it's a pretty good defensive matchup here in terms of the rebounds they're giving up to the center position. Sabonis, pretty good track record against the Warriors, pretty good track record overall this season. He's cashing every game. I think it's a really good bet. It's minus 224 for a reason. So all right, guys, here we go. Quick little recap of our 3-leg parlay. We've got Isaiah Stewart under 22.5 points plus rebounds, VJ Edgecombe under 17.5 points, and Domantas Sabonis over 10.5 rebounds. You parlay all 3 together over on DraftKings, and you get a parlay of plus 380. So it was plus 400 when we started recording. We'll take what the final odds here. So plus 380 are the odds now that we're closing the video out. So plus 380 over on DraftKings. That is our day 1 NBA ladder challenge parlay. Again, we hit this parlay, we come back tomorrow, we take the profits from this parlay and put it on tomorrow's parlay. If we lose, unfortunately, the ladder challenge ends, but I will do another one in the middle of the month if we lose here. So we will get another opportunity. When we lose the first day, it's always kind of a tease to never get off the first step. But guys, that is it for me today. Thank you very much, as always, for watching. One more time, please make sure to go ahead, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, drop a comment down below. Do not forget to comment ladder for your chance to win a free $20 Amazon gift card if this parlay hits. Until tomorrow, guys, hope you're all winners. Let's go ahead, climb this damn ladder, and make some damn money, baby. Let's go.